Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm sitting in the 2022 Mustang, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm starting a new car talk series, and I thought I would do this as a nice addition to the channel. And today's first video is going to be one of many in the series that discovers and talks about the new Mustang. So my new Mustang, not to be confused with the new upcoming 2024 Mustang, which we will talk about in another video soon. But I thought it would be a good idea for my followers and for me to open this up and talk a little bit about my experience with this car, how my past experiences with cars have led me here. And today I'm sitting in the car and I thought, why not? Let's do a cold start in quiet mode. I am sitting in my garage, so I am going to start it in quiet mode. So here goes, everyone. Hopefully you heard that. Music to my ears every single time this thing starts up. So I'm going to let this warm up a minute, and then I'm going to be back and get right into it. Right, so here we are. We're sitting in the car. So this is a new 2022 Mustang GT Performance Pack. I love the car. I got it in February after a long ordeal with ordering, as I'm sure many of you have experienced. I had a 2020 that I had purchased on the lot previously from a dealership, and unfortunately I got the car home. I realized a couple weeks after I purchased it that there was a major flaw in the hood, or the roof rather, and the dealership was kind enough to take the car back and let me reorder a 22 model. So that's where I'm at. Prior to owning this car, I did own a Chevy Camaro, 2017 Chevy Camaro V6. I had about 334 horsepower, about 280 foot-pounds of torque. Beautiful car. It was yellow. It was a coupe. Drove great, had great power. Up to that, at that point, I really enjoyed the Camaro and its power and the engine choices. After having the 2017, I did sell that, and I did purchase a 2020 Camaro SS in black. I will put up pictures of both of those cars so you could see above, so you could take a look at that right now. Again, both cars were stunning, beautiful, different power out of each. The V8 and the 1SS that I had put out 455, so it was squared, and great car, great power. I have to say that it drove like a joy. Had a pushrod V8, the LT1, lots of fun, lots of torque down low, very torquey, and then up high in the mid-range and upper range, it tended to lose some of that lowering grunt that it had. A brother of mine did purchase a Mach 1 21 model. I fell in love with it after driving it, and never was opposed to buying a Mustang. Just never had never sat in one, never drove one, never really experienced one. So I wanted to buy one on my own. So that's what I did, and that's where we are right now. So I'm just going to give a little tour of the inside here. If you look at back at some of my other videos, I did do an interior tour on one of them with some of the gauges, and I did another lighting video to talk about the ambient lighting. The car does have some very cool lighting features, but take a look here, just a view around. So these are the seats. I did get the cloth seats. It is the 301 package, very nicely appointed. It has this spun material here. It looks aluminum. I believe it's molded plastic. The performance pack does come with the gauges. You got your vacuum gauge, your oil pressure gauge, and then it does come with the bigger screen. Has a nice combination of touch buttons as well as digital options. So you've got your audio, climate control. You can control your functions of your seat. If you have heated and cooled seats, you can control it. There's buttons down here that I don't have heated and cooled. That would be here, but you can control all your climate. You have the option to connect your phone and text messages and all your contacts, and it does have a little app feature here. Some apps, it's some additional apps in the app catalog that you could set up. And then you've got your settings, so your sound, clock, Bluetooth, etc., etc. Down here you have your different mode selectors. So the first button here is your mode between your drive modes. You have the option of, in this car, normal mode, sport track, and then an all-weather like rain and snow mode. And then your second button here, or toggle switch I should say, these only go up, you can't push them down. This controls your steering feel. So on the dash you'll see you have the option of, right here, normal, sport, which tightens up the wheel, makes it more firm for more sporty driving or spirited driving. And then your comfort mode, which is the wheel is the loosest and the easiest to maneuver during that mode. And then you've got your traction control on and off, and then your hazard switches, and then your aluminum start-stop button, which is really cool. It's actual real aluminum. This is the 10-speed, so it does have a sport mode down here, which is kind of cool. Does have a manual handbrake. And moving on to the wheel, just real quick again, because I did do this in a previous video, but I want to give you guys a quick look. Functionality, it's a nice pony logo in the middle, and then all your function switches here, phone, voice activation, and then your gauges. So I do have the analog gauge cluster. For me personally, I liked it in this car choice. And then you have your lights, your door with all your switches, unlock, lock, lights. So really nice job Ford did. This is the 22. It has been out since 2015, so most of you have probably already seen this. Changes for this year are very minimal. Some exterior color changes. Other than that, the car is pretty much the same. The packages have remained pretty consistent through the years, with some minor tweaks here and there. I know that those of you that own this car, that I've been on YouTube a while now, and it's very popular it has a big fan base. And I know when I owned the Camaro, one of the differences were that I struggled to find content just because there wasn't as much out there. Now, owning the Mustang, I find that I can go on YouTube or any social media, or for that matter, Google and type in, aftermarket, and 100, literally thousands of products come up, from exterior, interior, mods to your engine, exhaust systems. There's a million things that you could do to this car, and you can really customize it to make it the way you want. That perhaps is the biggest reason why I'm attracted to this car right now. The modification opportunities, the power, the way the power is delivered. And so let me talk a little bit about that. So I said in the Camaro, it was a push-ride V8. This is a dual overhead cam 5.0. It's the Coyote engine. that everyone is really a big fan of and known. It's very well known in the engine community and Mustang community. I think it's been rated one of the top engines, if not the top Mustang engine, even above the 5.2 Voodoo and Predators engines in the 350 and 500. So lots of capability to modify this engine with just a few short bolt-on mods. You can bring it from 460 horsepower well north of 5, 6, 7, even 800 horsepower with a supercharger. So there's tons that you could do. The possibilities are endless. I'm not sure I'm going that far with it, but I will say that little things for now. I did do a Stow and Show license plate bracket for the front of the car. I'll post a picture of that up here so you guys could see that. That was officially my first mod. I did put out another video talking about some other mods I may want to do. The second mod I'm considering on the interior is to the shifter. So my thoughts are, if you go back to one of my previous videos talking about my first upgrade, I did put some options in there about different shifters that I'm considering. And I know that most people preferred, there's a red one. I think it's made by Barton, and it beautiful red ball shifter, which really livens up the interior. Right now there's a lot of black and silver in here, so give it a little pop of color, match the exterior. So that's something I'm highly considering, and most people voted for that one. The other one I had on there was a Hurst shifter made for the automatics. I'll post a picture of that up along with the Barton shifter, so you can take a look at those. So that is likely going to be my next mod, and I will do an install video when I get those ordered. In the meantime, this video is going to be relatively short. I really just wanted to talk about my introduction to the car, how I got here, other cars I had, and future plans for the channel are to really just roll with it. Right now I'm enjoying the car. I recently got it, as I said. I only have about 500 miles on it. I'm still in the break-in period, so it's going well, no issues. Very strong engine. I'm enjoying every minute I'm on the road. I try not to get in trouble with it. It's very powerful, as most of you know, or if you don't know, the V8 is a huge step up from the 4-cylinder version. Ford no longer makes a 6-cylinder version of the Mustang, so you have the 4, the 8, and then of course you have the GT500. The 350 is no longer being made. So in saying that, I hope everyone is doing well. Please, if you like this content, please like, subscribe, comment on the video, tell me what you think of the car. I'm going to post some exterior shots of it, a few walk around shots, and then we'll be on to the next one soon. So thanks again, and look forward to seeing you all soon. Have a great evening. Bye.